Good morning and welcome. Glad you can join me today for the early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's kick-ass coach and psychologist. We have a really cool card today that I think will give you things to think about for today and beyond. And the card comes from the Priestess of Light Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. And I'm going to cough. Hang on a minute. So humid out there today. Everything was just kind of hanging in the air. And now it's hanging in my lungs. Good morning, Sarah. Glad you are here. We have a card today from the Priestess of Light deck. And this is a relatively new deck to my repertoire. So I think you're going to love this card. It's a pretty cool card. It is called Guide, the Illuminated Path. Good morning, Diane. Glad you're here. The Illuminated Path. And if you'll notice, there's a wolf beside her. So this is our card for today. Good morning, Mara. Welcome, welcome. Guide the Illuminated Path. So I'd like everyone to take a nice deep breath in. Letting it go. Letting your shoulders drop. Deep breath in. Letting it go. Just settling into right here, right now, to this interesting message for today. See how it applies to you. Listen with your intuitive ears and feel with your heart and soul how this might apply for you today. Guide, the Illuminated Path. The Priestess guide on this card. Good morning, Sue. Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. I'll show you the pictures so you can go along as I'm reading with it. The Priestess guide on this card illuminates the path ahead with her right hand, the hand of action. On her left, the side of receiving, a wolf offers her guidance as well. Good morning, Kelly. We have the illuminated path today. There's our card. This card is about your personal path, encouraging a deeper awareness of the choices coming up in your life. The wolf is a symbol of strength and freedom, and this is the core of the message on this card, strength and freedom. You are free to create the path that lies before you. Good morning, Carolyn. Welcome. And you have the strength to see it through no matter which path you take. It's time to seek the wisdom of your own inner guide. I think so many of us are getting to that point where it's like, I don't need gurus outside of me. I need to listen to my own inner wisdom, to my own guidance. Meditate and ask if a new or different direction regarding business, family, or personal matters is called for. So it's that tuning in and listening, and we'll do that in a minute. Then muster up the courage and self-trust to take the necessary steps forward. And again, it doesn't have to be leaps and bounds. For the most part, it's putting one foot in front of the other. That's the path. Excuse me. This card could indicate the coming of a new teacher into your life. It may be someone who advises you in a specific personal area, such as education, nutrition, or finances. Or it could be someone who pursues a more spiritual path. Let yourself be open to the guidance and inspiration such new teachers can bring, together with the wisdom of your own inner voice. So we're not going to throw our knowingness to the wayside simply because someone may be coming along as a guide. They're meant to guide us, not to lead us. Okay? You will find the path before you becoming illuminated, and you will be ready to take your next steps with the clarity and purpose your external life deserves. So again, it's going to be almost like you can't not take the next right step. It's just going to unfold that way. So don't fret about what if I miss the guidance? What if I don't take the right step? You can't screw this up, all right? This is your life path. You really cannot screw it up. The affirmation is, I direct my own destiny in every way. I open myself to the loving guidance I receive from others, from the universe, and from within. So let's just do a little tuning in right now with that. I want you to close your eyes. Good morning, Danine. Glad you're here. Close your eyes. Not if you're driving, but close your eyes. Some nice deep breaths. Letting them go. And as you continue to breathe deeply and easily, I want you to settle into your heart space. Just move into the space of your heart. I was watching a beautiful meditation video this morning from Kyle Gray, where it showed this gorgeous peony rose opening, and you could almost get lost in the middle of it. Imagine that your heart space is kind of like that, the opening of a flower that you can almost get lost in. Breathing yourself into that space. And I want you to find a comfortable space in your heart space to sit or lie down. You're just kind of taking up residence in your heart space at the moment. Breathing into that, enjoying being there. There's a profound sense of love and safety and peace in this heart space of yours. Breathing into that, just being fully present to it, snuggling in if you want to look at it that way. And now I want you to just tune in your intuition as you're in that space. As the clanging and noise of your external world falls away, tuning into that heart space. And I want you to send out a soul call into your heart space. What's most important that I need to know about my next steps on my life path? What would you like me to know about my next steps on my life path? Hi, Mel. Glad you're here. Be curious. Almost like a little kid soaking up new knowledge from an elder. Breathing in, breathing out, receiving that message from your wise heart space. Now I want you to notice how you feel about that message from your heart space. Do you feel like, oh yes, that is right, I can do this? Or do you feel like, I'm not sure, I don't know? Whatever you feel about that, just breathe and allow. We never have to do battle with our feelings. Never, ever, ever. We acknowledge them. We allow them to be what they are. We're curious about them. We can explore them. But we embrace them for what they are in this moment. So if you have some trepidation or fear about the message you just received from your heart space, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. And you might go, yeah, but, breathe. Just breathe. You do not have to take any steps forward until, again, it feels so right, it's almost like you can't not take the step. And then maybe teeny little steps, and that is fine. That is as it's designed to be. Leaps and bounds get all the glory, but that's not really how we move forward in life often. It's those every day I put my foot one little bit ahead. So I want you to now bring in conscious mind, that part of you that knows how to take this message you've received from your heart space and hold it, tend to it, water it, fertilize it, pour the sun on it, whatever it needs to come to fruition, to get those first leaves coming out of the ground. And I want you to ask your conscious mind, please help me support these words that I've received from my heart space. Help me tend to them, help me support them, help me keep them fertile. Good morning, Beth. Glad you're here. Just breathing into that. So in other words, you have assistance. You have all kinds of inner assistance. You have the assistance of that beautiful heart space of yours where you can go to dwell repeatedly, snuggling in and receiving the guidance that you need. It can be when you're on a walk, more of an active feel. It can be when you're settling into bed at night. It can be when you set the timer on your phone and take a little hiatus to check in with yourself. You can tune into your heart space anytime, anywhere. I like doing it in the car. I had a beautiful drive yesterday across Wisconsin to go see some friends of mine, sisters Celine and Kathy. We had a wonderful day together. But that ride over and back was time to tune into my heart space. So you always have the assistance of your heart space waiting there for you to seek it out. You have the assistance of that conscious mind which can be guided to take those words from your heart space and put them into action. Again, those little steps forward. It doesn't have to be huge leaps and bounds, just little tweaks, okay? So I want you to feel that support that you have from within. It might feel like a hand resting on your body somewhere. It might feel warm. It might feel kind of snuggled up. Whatever it feels like, know that you have that support, that inner support, anytime, anywhere. All right? So I'm going to show you your card again for today. The illuminated path. Your hands have that same energy that hers do. You can illuminate your own path by visiting your heart space, by breathing, by having faith and trust, by taking a step. And you have that animal spirit support also. If you're not sure what your animal spirit is, there's a lot of things on Insight Timer that are guided shamanic journeying, find your spirit animal, etc. For me, when mine came the first time, it was a black panther, and I was just amazed at that, because that isn't at all an animal I would think of, but there she was. So, one more nice deep breath in, solidifying all you learned today. Exhale, and just allow the thoughts to come to you organically in terms of how you put this into place, into action in your life. Have an awesome day. See you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are, including illuminating your own path from within. Bye-bye.